This was Minecraft 16 years ago, and this is Minecraft now. Just from the visuals, how Minecraft has changed. And honestly, it doesn't seem to have changed that much. So this time our goal is simple. We're going to remake Minecraft from this into this. Let's first go back to its most basic state. This is the Minecraft everyone sees most often. Doesn't it feel a little plain? We'll start upgrading it from here. The first thing we want to improve. So I'm adding my first mod, and this mod is more like a texture pack. It makes the world feel much more example. And the detail is incredible. All vanilla content has been reworked. It also adds a lot of new stuff. It adds more than 12 blocks to the world, making much more realistic. Even a lot more distinctive now. Of course, some of you probably still think this looks pretty ordinary, not stunning enough, right? Let me add a shader. This is what it looks like and shaders added. Can you still tell this is Minecraft? Doesn't the whole world suddenly feel real now? It feels like it doesn't belong in this world. And this is only what the shaders added. Of course, there are many kinds. Everyone has a different shader pack. So fair pack this mod best for me is Bliss shaders, whether it's day or night. It looks fantastic with that misty, foggy atmosphere. Okay, but you think Minecraft is good now, but for my word for a game with no ceiling. This is only the beginning. If I add distant horizons and epic terrain, what will turn into?
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta.
So what do you think, guys? Doesn't it feel like the world suddenly became much bigger? Add this epic terrain and map on top of it, and I can't help. When I was a kid, my computer couldn't even run shaders, let alone all this. Now that I'm grown up and finally have a good PC, being able to see scenery like this with my own eyes. This world is truly huge and beautiful. Okay, now that we've upgraded the graphic, it's time to add a little more detail to this world. But it adds atmosphere to Minecraft. If I throw in a block, see that, it makes a splash. It makes the world feel more believable. Look, when we jump in, there's a huge splash too. And when the leaves fall into water, they make ripples. So much detail. And it forms a waterfall, very realistic. Okay, it's time to add some combat to this world. And that means my favorite action mod. Look, even my movements have changed. Minecraft's combat system changes completely. It basically to a Souls-like game. That's right, you can play Souls-like combat in Minecraft. This mod feels incredibly very polished. And there's even a control, it absolutely nails the vibe. And that's not all. Even the attack patterns of vanilla, making them feel even more Souls-like. Look, attacks us with kicks. And when our character gets hit, there's even hit stun. Now doesn't it feel a bit more like a Souls-like open world? Of course, vanilla be enough to keep you busy, so I added the Moses Mobs mod. Look at this monkey. It's incredibly nimble. Doesn't that make combat more fun? Different terrain has different monsters, and each type of monster calls for a different fighting style. Doesn't it feel like I've already turned Minecraft into a medieval Sword and World Souls-like? Then let's add a little more flavor. How could it be missing a dragon slaying hero? That's fine. I'm sure most of you already know this mod. But with epic fight and graphics like this, dragon slaying. And it really tests your skill. Of course, dragons are only one part of Ice and Fire. There are lots of other interesting creatures in it too. Doesn't it feel even more like a sword and magic? And if we're talking swords and magic, then of course we need magic too, right? Because the magic in it is so cool. Look, directly summon a huge magic blast circle, so cool. There are tons of flashy spells in it. And the magic is also really practical. The spells here are learned through spell books. The spell books explain in obtain each spell. And all this magic can be removed since we already have so that. Magic, now it's time to add some NPCs. A lot of you should know this mod too. It turns the villagers into lively NPCs. You can interact and chat with them, build up affection with them, and do all sorts of things. If you run away and ask for help, they're very smart. You can bring a villager along with you to adventure together and conquer this world. But for some reason feel like something is missing. Even though I've added more things to this world and made it richer and richer, it still feels like something is missing. Then I suddenly remembered Sakfat already had multiplayer, not just single player. Now I know what's missing. This shouldn't be just my world. It should be our world. I'm coming in. So does it still feel like Minecraft? What do you want to add to this world? I'll add it for you. I want to pilot a Gundam. Okay, and you? I want peace for this world. Are only the skin of this world. Let's go. Friends are the soul of this world.